What's good, YouTube? It's Tech Talk, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're going to be going over the Powerbeats Pro versus the Beats Studio Buds. And while both of these headphones are very good headphones, I feel like they're for two different people. So by the end of this video, you guys are going to know which one is the best one for you. So let's get into it. So right now, the Powerbeats Pro, they retail for $249, and the Beats Studio Buds are currently retailing for $149. So at the time of this video right now, the Powerbeats Pro are actually on sale for $199 on Beats website, Apple's website, and I'm pretty sure Target and Best Buy as well. And if they're not, they'll price match. So this is actually the perfect time to make this decision because the prices are relatively close. And if you wanted to get the more expensive headphone, which would be the Powerbeats Pro, you can grab it and get a little bit more features, which we're going to get into a little bit later in the video for only $50 more. So that's something to keep in mind if price is an issue because, like I said, generally the Powerbeats Pro, they cost $100 more than what the Beat Studio Buds are retailing for. So next we're going to get a little bit more into the design and which one is better in terms of fit and things like that. So when it comes to the Powerbeats Pro, I really like the design, and I'm not a big fan of ear hooks, but the way Beats does things, it just always looks cool when you have their headphones on. Their ear hooks, they're adjustable, so you can tighten them or loosen them based on how tight you want the headphones to be. You also have your volume control on the side of the headphones, which is a game changer for me because if you're using them for running, working out, and stuff like that, you don't always want to have to reach into your pocket and have to use your phone to turn the volume up. You can access all of this right there on the headset. The only downside about the design for me is this case is so big. It's very big. So if you're wearing skinny jeans, if you got a lot of stuff in your pocket and stuff like that, like this case is like a no-go. Like I always just had it in my book bag. I don't wear skinny jeans, but yeah, it wasn't really good for me. So in terms of the Beat Studio Buds, the case is a lot more portable. The headphones are like they're just cool. Like they got the Beats logo on the side. You just pop them right there in your ear. Like they're a lot more stylish for just like going out, being out on the go and stuff like that. I feel like with the Powerbeats Pro, it's a little bit more of a sporty look, but you could still wear them like if you're going out. But I feel like these look a little bit cooler. Like if you're just on your way to a destination, going somewhere with your outfit, I just think these match or look just a little bit better. And not that you have to wear headphones for style, but headphones have become a part of people's look and style and stuff like that. So I'll give that to them in this department. All right, so how do these match up in the sound department? So as you can see with the Beat Studio Buds, they're marketing a lot more towards music artists with their commercials, all of the advertising and stuff like that. These are supposed to be headphones that are going to give you a great listening music experience. And in my opinion, they do deliver that. Every song, every album that I've been listening to music on, I've actually enjoyed listening to music on these a little bit more than a Powerbeats Pro. Just the way everything sounds, and also if you have Apple Music, you take advantage of spatial audio and things like that. To me, these just sound a little bit better. In terms of how they sound directly compared to the Powerbeats Pro, I would say the sound is somewhat even. Like it's not like it's like a huge difference, but to me the studio buds just sound like a little bit better. I will say that the Powerbeats Pro, if you're somebody who's into having a lot of bass, the Powerbeats Pro definitely have a little bit more kick and a little bit more of like a punch when it comes to the bass. But overall sound and for overall music enjoyment, if I had to pick one headphone, I would go with the Beat Studio Buds. The only reason why I would say that I would keep my Powerbeats Pro is just for working out and stuff like that. Maybe I might want a little bit more bass while I'm working out, and then also when it comes to the fit, just a secure fit with the ear hooks. But in terms of music and sonically how everything sounds through the headphones, I would definitely pick the Beat Studio Buds over the Powerbeats Pro. All right, so if your concern is battery life and how long the headphones last, you could go either way with these. One does have an edge over the other, but let's get into it. So, the Powerbeats Pro, you're gonna get 9 hours on a single charge. Beats and Apple, Apple owns Beats, so they're promising 24 hours of listening time with the case, which means obviously like included with the case and it being able to recharge, you're supposed to get at least 24 hours of listening time. And then we also have the fast fuel 5-minute charge with the Powerbeats Pro, which will give us 1 hour and a half of listening time. And so say for example, you're running around, your Powerbeats Pros are dying, and you need to get on a train or whatever. If you charge these for 5 minutes, you're going to get an hour and a half of listening time. On the other hand, with the Beats Studio Buds, this is going to give you 8 hours off a single charge. So you're only losing an hour. They're also promising up to 24 hours with the case. And then the fast fuel 5-minute charge, you're getting an hour worth of playback. So you're only losing a half hour of playback on the fast fuel when it comes to charging. So if battery is an issue and you want to know, all right, how long do these last? Am I going to have headphones that last me and things like that? You could go either way with these. 30 minutes with the fast fuel is not really a big deal. And to me, not 1 hour is not a big deal either, because you still have the case, which is going to keep recharging the headphones and stuff like that. So if battery is something you're concerned about, you could go either way. You would go more based off of sound and design features and stuff like that. But if battery is your main concern, you could go either way with these. This is going to be an important part, the features department, because this is where these headphones really start to separate themselves from each other. So if you're somebody who's in the Apple ecosystem, especially, this is a part that you really need to listen to. So the Powerbeats Pro, you're getting the H1 chip, which is going to give you the in-ear detection and also the iCloud sync. So if you pair your phone with one of your devices, any Apple device, it's automatically going to be able to get picked up on any of your other devices. You don't have to go into your Bluetooth menu and re-pair it and resync it and stuff like that. You're also going to get automatic switching, which I'm going to show later. And then you're going to have audio sharing, which is if you want to share audio with somebody else who has a compatible device that can do that, like a pair of AirPods or something like that. And then you're also going to have access to the spatial audio since it has the chip. With the Beats Studio Buds, we're only getting active noise cancellation. We have the transparent hearing, and that's pretty much it. We're going to get the spatial audio, but it lacks a lot of features. And one thing that is a little bit annoying is that the H1 chip wasn't included in the Beats Studio Buds. I'm assuming maybe it's either because of size or just marketing so it doesn't directly compete with some of Apple's other headphones. But that's where I would say these separate each other from. Like if you're somebody who's big into features and you want to see certain stuff in terms of like your battery level and stuff like that, the H1 chip makes it a lot easier to just open up the case and be able to see the widget pop up, and you can see, all right, my case is at this and my headphones are at this. Whereas if you go use the Beats Studio Buds, you have to go directly into the widget screen to be able to see what your battery life is on the headphones, which is just an extra step, but it's a little bit annoying. Like you can see here, all I have to do here is just open the case. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow, but I just got to sit it right next to my device and it will come up and I'll be able to see exactly what my headphones is at and what my case is at. And for me, that's just convenient just to be able to see. With the Beats Studio Buds, like I have to open the case and I have to bring it near and then I have to swipe near to the widget screen and stuff like that. For me, it's just like, all right, like why do I have to do all that? Like why couldn't this just be included, especially if I'm already used to the ecosystem and how things operate? To have to check a different way can be a little bit annoying. It's not a game changer, but it is a little bit annoying to deal with. The automatic switching I don't use too much, but it's just convenient sometimes not to have to switch on your own. So say if I'm playing music on my iPhone and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna switch to my iPad and I'm gonna watch a YouTube video or something like that. It's convenient to have a feature to where it automatically will just switch and play on another device. But on the other hand, that feature can be a little bit annoying, and I'm going to tell you why it's not necessarily the most useful. So say, for example, for me, sometimes I'm listening to music on my phone and my son is using the iPad. So if he plays something on the iPad, whatever he's listening to automatically jumps into my headphones. So I actually go into the iPad and I turn that feature off. But for some people who switch around from like their MacBook to their iPad to their iPhone and stuff like that, I could see how it could be convenient. But the automatic switching for me in general is kind of annoying. Like pretty much on every device, I think except for one of my headphones, I have it turned off because it's just annoying for me. I'm using playback for different things, and I hate if I'm walking into a room and it automatically switches. But if you're somebody who is interested in automatic switching and that's important to you, you're going to have to go with the Powerbeats Pro on this one. So I just wanted to go a little bit more in depth into the transparent hearing and active noise cancellation, and if that should give you an edge to want to buy the Beats Studio Buds over the Powerbeats Pro. So when it comes to the active noise cancellation and the transparent hearing, they're okay. So if you haven't experienced active noise cancellation and transparent hearing, this might actually feel like, oh wow, this is kind of cool and stuff like that. You might actually really like it, and it might make you want to get these over the Powerbeats Pro. But if you've experienced it and you've used like AirPods Pros and things like that, you're not gonna be too impressed with the quality of the noise cancellation and also the transparent hearing. The noise cancellation does block out sound. I'm not saying that it doesn't, but it's not the best. And I'm also gonna link a video which I go more into detail about this, specifically on the Beat Studio Buds. But being that the Powerbeats Pros are in-ear headphones, they are going to block out some sound as well. But they're also designed being that people are going to be working out and running and stuff like that to let ambient noises and sounds in so you can still be able to hear your surroundings and stuff like that. But if you are somebody who values ANC and you want to try ANC, you can go with the Beat Studio Buds because they do block out some sound. I tested it around my AC, and while they don't block out as much sound as my AirPod Pros, they do still block out sound. If that's something that you're interested in, you definitely should check these out. But they're definitely not something that I would say like, all right, I'm definitely getting these over the Powerbeats Pro just because they don't have active noise cancellation. In my opinion, the quality of the active noise cancellation is not that good to make that decision. Alright, so that pretty much about wraps up the comparison between the Powerbeats Pro and the Beat Studio Buds. If you can't pick one, remember, you could always get both, but that might not make sense for most people, especially if you're not really into headphones and you don't have different situations where you listen to headphones. But I'm curious to see what you guys think in the comments. So if you already own these, let me know what you think about them. If you have both of them, let me know why. And if you plan on picking these up and trying them out, let me know if you actually do end up getting them and which one that you guys like best. I hope this video helped you guys make a decision. You already know, man, it's Tech Talk. We out. Stay tuned for my next video. I got way more tech on the way. All right, y'all. I'm out of here.